Alright, so this video is practically going to be me shitting on a bunch of orb traders. Now, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love orb. I trade orb myself, but what makes me different from a bunch of other orb traders is that a lot of these orb traders are using discretion and subjectivity within their trading, right? Where in reality, if you were to actually code the opening range breakout and you were to run something called parameter optimization, you could actually find which parameters, which variables are the most effective at this time of the day or this day of the week with this specific news coming out, understanding, if there's this much volume being traded before the New York Stock Exchange opened to use this specific range. That's what makes my opening range breakout strategy different from somebody else's, right? If you don't know how to stress test your strategy against a variety of data, you're gonna get fucked 1 year, 1 month, or whatever, right? What I recommend to use for any strategy, if you are an ICT trader, an orb trader, or whatever strategy you're trading, code it, right? And then once you code it, run it through a back test, and then you're going to be able to see whether or not your specific strategy is profitable throughout time. And if you're able to test that against 10 years or more of data, and it's profitable every single year, then the likelihood of it being profitable in the future is a whole lot higher. Not only that, during those back tests, let's say you back test up to 25 years of data and you see within that back test where your strategy might be going wrong with this sort of causation. In other words, you stress tested against this specific variable. Obviously, we don't want to curve fit anything, but my point is, once you code your strategy, you can stress test it against a variety of data sets, and essentially you can find, through those data sets and parameter optimizations, what variables, what parameters are going to make your strategy effective, especially for the foreseeable future. I know I'm just kind of rambling on here, but if you understand slightly with what I'm saying, great. If you don't, then I don't know.